welcome to LA Harbor Boat Rentals. We're glad that you decided to take a boat out with us, but there's a lot of things we need to go over. First of all, we want you and your family to have a really fun time. But in order for you to have a really fun time, you have to understand what some of the rules in the harbor is. LA Harbor is one of the largest commercial harbors in all of the world, meaning that there are freighters, commercial boats, tugboats, fishing boats entering and exiting the harbor all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, some of the safety issues we want to talk about is the first and most easy things that you all might talk about. We're going to talk about personal flotation devices. There will be enough personal flotation devices for each adult on the boat. If you're not 13 years of age yet, you have to wear your personal flotation device at all times. Our dock hands will take care of that before you board your boat, and we ask that you please leave the PFDs on the children while you're out in the boat the entire time. Okay? There is a fire extinguisher on board each boat. They're located at different points on every boat, but make sure you find what the location is. In the rare occasion that you do have a fire, they're very easy to get off their mounts. Take them off their mounts, you pull the red stopper, push the top lever, and you point it at the base of the fire. If you find yourself in a situation where you have a man overboard or somebody's fallen over the boat, that's what this cushion is for. This is not a cushion for comfort. This is something that you would throw to the person overboard to give them additional flotation. If they don't have their PFD on, this would be one of the only things that could help save their lives. Okay? And the idea that we do this is we throw this to the man overboard, we slow the boat down, we come up very close to the man overboard, and we turn off the motor, get the man back on the boat, and then proceed right back to our dock. So we want to make sure that he's healthy and there's no problems. The anchor located on this boat is in the back of the boat, just before the motor. If at any time the boat becomes disabled, you're in fear of drifting on shore or against buildings, it's very important to take your anchor and throw it overboard. That's your brake. That's the only thing that's going to stop you from drifting or getting blown around in the harbor into traffic lanes. What's very important is, before you throw the anchor overboard, please make sure that the other end, the bitter end, is attached to the boat. Otherwise, it won't do you any good. Okay, basic operation of the boat is very simple, but something we do need to go over. Steering wheel, just like on your car, turn to the left, the boat goes left, turn right, the boat goes right. Very important safety feature is our shut-off lanyard. This should be attached to the driver at all times. If for some reason the driver becomes separate from the boat or falls down, it will disengage itself from the control module and shut the motor down, and that's a very important safety rule to remember. And please, for any circumstances, do not go from the forward position directly into the reverse position. That can cause damage to the transmission and the motor. We want you to go from the forward position to the neutral position for a moment and then into reverse. And to turn the motor off, you simply reach down for the key and turn it counterclockwise, and the motor will shut off. Okay, now when you've signed up for your rental boat, we issued you a map, something like this, and it's very important that you understand that map. This will help keep you out of trouble, but in those areas that we want you to go have fun and explore in. Each dock hand knows the map very well, so if you have any questions or concern with regards to this map, please ask your questions before you leave the dock. But at any rate, we will go over the map with you before you leave. What we'd like to touch on is, as I said earlier, LA Harbor is a very busy harbor. There's large boats coming in and out all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we want you to avoid those boats at all costs. When we launch you from the docks, please don't go to the left at all. That takes you into the interior of the harbor where the most boating activity is, and it can be the most dangerous for you. So please do not go to the left at all when you leave our bay. Going to the right is where we want you to go. It's a 5 mile an hour, no wake speed until you leave the harbor. Once you get out of the harbor, you'll see a large breakwater, a seawall. It's made out of rocks. Please do not go beyond that breakwater. There is an opening with a small, it looks like a lighthouse. We call that LA Light. Do not go through that opening into the ocean. Continue to the left or to the east, and then you can open up your boat and have as much fun as you want. With some of these safety things that we went over, that'll help keep you out of any danger, and it'll enhance your day-to-day so you'll have even more fun. So we're going to go ahead and get you launched, and we want you to go out and have a wonderful time.